Welcome to Side Roads. I'm Carlos, and this is a 2026 three-row, fully electric Hyundai Ioniq 9. The 2026 Hyundai Ioniq 9 comes with a dual electric motor setup based on a 110 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery pack that produces 422 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque. Because of the dual motors, it is all-wheel drive, at least in this top trim that we are driving today. It comes paired with a single-speed transmission, and the Ioniq 9 is capable of towing up to 5,000 pounds depending on the trim. The Hyundai Ioniq 9 is competing in a brand new segment, which is a three-row fully electric SUV, against cars like the Kia EV9, which is sharing platform here with this vehicle, and those are pretty much the ones. I'm adding there the EX90 from Volvo and the Cadillac Vistiq, just for you to have a reference. Those are also three-row fully electric, but in a totally different segment. So Hyundai is doing something very important, but entering this particular segment. Safety features for the 2026 Hyundai Ioniq 9 are things like forward collision avoidance assist 2.0, lane keep assist, lane following assist, blind spot view monitor and blind spot collision avoidance assist, surround view monitor with parking collision avoidance assist, cross traffic collision avoidance assist, driver attention warning, and safe exit assist. The Ioniq 9 comes with an 800 volt, 350 kilowatt hour ultra fast charging architecture that allows you to use level 2 charging from 10 to 100% in 9 hours and 40 minutes. Then you can use the Tesla adapters and you can charge it using around 40 minutes. You can also use DC fast charging in 1 hour and 49 minutes up to 80%. Or if you use the 350 kilowatt hour capacity, you can get a charge in around 24 minutes. Price for the 2026 Ioniq 9 starts in Canada around the 62,000 Canadian dollars, and the top trim goes to around 67,000 Canadian dollars. In the US, the price starts around 58,000 US dollars, and the top trim goes to around 76,000 US dollars. The interior on the 2026 Hyundai Ioniq 9 is really nice. And let me start by saying this. I am in general a dark interior person for my cars. I used to be, at least, and since I started the channel, I find that when you add a little bit of color in your cabin, it adds up, it makes it alive and nicer, and the contrast on colors and materials is really good. So this one is all dark gray, but I can assure you the ones with color will be even nicer than this, if you can believe that. So all the materials are nice and soft and very well put together. They look and feel really high quality too. We have two memory seats for two different drivers, and all windows are one touch up and down. The steering wheel is wrapped in leather and is heated. And it has a very interesting design. I'm not sure I'm crazy about this, but that's a personal preference. For sure it's unique and different, and I give Hyundai that. And I have these 4 pixels here, which is a theme on Hyundai cars now, and we have it here in the seats and everywhere around the cabin, and even the exterior. I find that really cool and unique. We also have this shelf here in, I don't know, brushed aluminum or something, and this extra trim here for this calligraphy top trim, and it looks nice, and there is a shelf, so there is dimension here and depth. I like this. I also have like the design of the air vents. We have an extra shelf here too, and we have these 2 extra cubbies here. This is all open, and you can even recline, move this back and forth for extra space. So really practical for sure. Then we have a dual 14.6 inches digital screens here, one for your gauge cluster, and it's really simple but really nice. You can configure and change the view there. And what you see in the center, all the messages from the car comes from here. Really well designed, clean, and easy to use. And this is a fully electric vehicle, so you have all your information there about the charge and the regen and what is happening with the vehicle from the electric point of view. Really cool. And then here we have the infotainment screen, and it's really nice, and the icons are really big. The graphic design is really simple and easy to use. I really like this. This is really cool. Then we have the air conditioning control here that are all separated from the screen. So thank you, Hyundai, and apparently they are going to do this in all cars instead of keeping it in the screen. Apparently that's customer demand there. So we have here some straight buttons to help use all the system, a volume knob, a seat knob or track knob, and then we have the air conditioning controls here. This is a digital display, but it's really clear and easy to use, and all the functions are there, and there are a few graphics there that are really cool too. Small touches that make it even nicer and better. And in the Ioniq 6, I commented about the screen and the reflection of the sun, and here I have a lot of sun reflecting and I can see it perfectly fine. So this is even an improvement here for the Ioniq 9. Really nice. We have two cup holders, some switches here, a button for your camera, which is nice, and a wireless charging. The center console is on a decent side too, and have another trick. You can open it from the back if the back passengers need to access something here, especially in your family, I guess. And the glove box is massive. The seats are really comfortable. They are leatherette. I like the design. I cannot believe this is leatherette because they feel so high quality, and the headrests are really comfortable too. And we have this extra cushion here that you can extend. I don't know if you can see there in the video, if you want to relax or waiting for the car to be charged or something. So that's another cool feature here. The rear mirror is electronic, so you can have view there even if the car is full of people and stuff. And we have a massive panoramic sunroof. There are 12-speaker Bose premium sound system. By the way, this system comes with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so that is cool. A few things. This system has a lot that you can use. Not only is user-friendly, but you can do a lot with your car. But one that I really like, there is a seat function here, and you can change on control the heated and ventilation from the first row and the second row, but you can also control the movement of all the seats, even in the third row. This is really cool. Among many other features from this system, this is really nice. So this cabin is pretty straightforward. I will say nicely designed. It's simple but modern and very user-friendly, and it's also very ergonomic. Another thing I'm not crazy about is the shifter. So there's an electronic shifter that is mounted here on the steering column, and it's massive to start with. This happened to me on the Ioniq 6 too. After a week, I cannot still get used to this. You have to press it to the front to make it drive and to the back to make it reverse, and there is this button here for parking. I'm sure the owners will get used to this after a while. Again, I haven't been able to get used to this after a week. I'm not crazy about this. I don't think that is that intuitive. It's okay, but I think it could be better. And then they move the start-stop button to this same column. It's a little awkward because you have to go through the steering wheel to touch it, and I don't think you can, or you have to go under and here to do it. They could leave it where it is, or even in this big center console. I don't know. I don't think this is the right place for the start-stop button here. I'm sorry, I hate to complain about cars, but this one got my attention. So I fit behind myself based on my driving position, and there is plenty of space for my knees and my height. The seats are really comfortable. They are power operated and they can be reclined too. They are ventilated and heated. There are sunshades there on the second doors. These have captain chairs. You can have a bench seat too. There is a bathroom in the middle, air conditioning controls, and air vents there. and the seats can be fully reclined and extended for sleeping or relaxed traveling. So when you put the seats all the way down, the amount of space is massive. I move the seats all the way back and I do not fit on the third row, but if I move it closer to the first row, I do fit, and I still have plenty of space in the second row, and I can drive comfortably on the third row. Those seats are also are electric or power operated, and I found them comfortable too. The trunk is perfectly fine for daily use with the third row up for groceries and the regular stuff. If you need more space, you can drop the third row, and of course you gain a lot of space there. The car is wide and tall, so it's very practical. If you fold the second row, of course you gain a lot more space for whatever you may need. So how is to drive the 2026 Hyundai Ioniq 9? It is a really great experience to have this car and drive this car around. Really, really nice. So to be honest, Hyundai is doing an outstanding job with the products that they keep bringing to the market. They are very serious. Just go and drive one and you'll know what I mean. Really cool. So let's start with the suspension. The suspension is luxury level. And with that I mean the solid feeling and the quality and the expensive feeling that you get when you are driving this car. It's just really hard to describe, but it is comfortable. I wouldn't say it's soft, I wouldn't say it's firm, but it's comfortable. They really got a setup here special for the car. There is a lot of weight here. This is a medium size car, I would say. It's a 3-row full electric SUV, so there is weight to be carried here, and the suspension is doing a fantastic job with that. Also remember the size and the weight of the batteries. So really nice. In the highway it feels really, really comfortable. Not such a smooth road right now, and you cannot get any vibrations or anything. It feels so solid, so well built, so well calibrated, and it moves around here and there. There's a lot of mass here, but it's not uncomfortable. It feels planted somehow. It drives a little bit smaller than what it is. When you go through heavy bumps, yes, it upsets the cabin a little bit, and there are a little bit of vibrations inside, but it has to be really bad bump. Other than that, nothing. It feels really, really well. Then we have the cabin insulation. It's really nice too. You can only hear the wind noise, and that's pretty much it. And again, I don't drive in the best roads out there, but when you get to a smooth roads, it's like silence. Really, really nice and really, really comfortable. Again, premium luxury level. And this is not a premium product. It is not inexpensive, but that's because of the technology and the electrification and the size of the vehicle, the purpose of the vehicle, but not because it's a luxury brand. So really, really nice there too. The steering is a little bit heavy, but it's comfortable and it's easy to drive around in the city and easy to park. So that is fine, and it's direct. As soon as you move it, you give the inputs to the car and reacts quickly, and you feel that the wheels are truly connected. This is a really nice driving experience, I'm telling you. And the whole thing makes you feel that you are driving a smaller car and more controllable car, and I like that. For safety, but also for driving enjoyment. So really nice there too. The brake, they feel fine. I mean, if you didn't tell someone that they are driving an electric car, they will not feel anything weird about it. These brakes are regen brakes. They helps to regen electricity for the battery, and all electric cars have that function. But they feel fine. They feel that they have enough stopping power. They have been working for me well. Again, there's a lot of mass here, but they feel and seem to be pretty responsive. So we are good on the brakes 2. And talking about region brakes, these have these paddles behind the steering wheel that you can select your regen level, and we have, let me see, a max level, which is I pedal, which allows you to do one pedal driving, which is just, you don't have to brake at all, just you have to modulate the gas or the acceleration pedal. That's cool. And then you have 3, 2, 1, and 0. And when you are in 0, the car, at least from the acceleration part, it feels a lot lighter and a lot easier and responds a lot faster. But it gives you that crazy electric car acceleration. So if you don't like that and you want to feel that your car is like what you are used to drive, a gas car, then you put it in, I would say 2 or maybe 1, between 1 and 3, and then the pedal gets a little bit heavier, so the whole reaction of the car is more like a gas engine car, so that's also cool. But if you want the super fast, super quick acceleration, you have that option too. So pretty good. Then we have visibility. The visibility is okay. So the windows are big, the windshield is big too, and it's far there, so there is a lot of space here and it feels comfy. The mirrors have the perfect size too, and we have blind spot monitoring, and you have this monitor assist here for your blind spot too. There is a screen here in the dashboard. I don't like that feature, but hey, it's good to have, I guess, for some people. And then the windows in the second row are massive, and then there is a little window. No, there is a big enough window for the third row, so people there will feel okay. The D pillar is massive. That's a huge blind spot there. You have, again, blind spot monitoring, and you have an amazing 360 ultra clear camera, sorry, and that will be enough to make this car park, and all the sensors and all that, so you will be okay. The back window is a little bit different. It has like this round shape, and then the headrests from the third row are kind of close together, so it blocks the view a little bit there, but hey, you have a digital rear mirror here, so problem solved, and you can still see. I mean, I guess that's the point here. Let's talk about range. The Ioniq 9 has a 500 kilometers or 311 miles of range. And that's pretty good. I mean, depending on the car, that's close to what you would get on a vehicle for a full tank of gas. Maybe a 3-row SUV, they have bigger tanks, so I think their range is around 600 kilometers in average. So close enough, I would say. The thing here is, and this is not about the Ioniq 9 alone, but I found this with electric cars in general. So far in any electric car, I don't think the range they said that you have left is ever true. So let me explain this. When I have my gas engine car and it says that I have a range of 200 kilometers, I figure, okay, my destination is a 50 kilometers, I should end with 150 kilometers range. And that's pretty much the case all the time. I find that electric cars, if you do the same and you have 200 kilometers range that the car is telling you you have, and your destination is 50 kilometers away, when you get to your destination, you don't have 150 range left in your electric charge. You have 100 or something. Like, the deviation is a lot bigger, and that I don't love about electric cars, and I think that also contributes with range anxiety and why people have a hard time converting into electric cars and so on and so forth. Again, I guess my message here is, if you are going to get into the electric car segment, watch out for your range and learn your car. I do that with my gas engine cars anyway, to make sure how they behave and if all these indications are true. So that's my suggestion. Learn your car, so if you are ever in a critical situation, you know what to expect, and it's not a surprise that you were counting on the full 200 kilometers and ended having only 120 kilometers of true range. So that's my advice. The transmission is a single speed transmission, which is typical for EVs and is fine. And accelerating, like driving an electric vehicle, is a really satisfying experience. The acceleration is linear. And then we have the engine. It's a 422 horsepower dual electric motor and 516 pound-feet of torque, if I'm not mistaken, and that's a lot. A lot of torque, a lot of power, and you can feel it. If you floor this thing, it goes. And it is really satisfying to drive, of course. So even if you have the car full or with all the weight that this car has, it is really nice because you have all that power available, and it makes it feel quick and responsive. So you will never be asking for power on a Ioniq 9 ever. So this is great. Give you the electric driving experience. It gives you the power for when you need it. It gives you the power for, you know, carrying around your family, your pets, your stuff, whatever. Is really nice. I mean, plenty of three-row SUVs, when they get fully loaded, then they may struggle here and there. I don't think that will ever be the case on the Ioniq 9. I cannot tell you it won't be because I haven't loaded this car fully, but I can tell you with that amount of power and that amount of torque and the reactions that I'm getting from this car, you will never be asking for power. So that is cool. And the whole electric driving experience, you have to experience that once to agree with me, or at least know what I'm trying to describe here is really cool. So the Ioniq 9 is a three-row full electric SUV, obviously, and it only competes with the EV9 from Kia. There are other three-row SUV, but they are luxury and a lot more money than this. So this is a very smart product from Hyundai, and it looks like a car from the future. Like the design is unique, all the pixel elements and all the pixel inspired elements inside and out are really cool. There is personality here, there is purpose, there is uniqueness. There is a little bit of a wow factor. I would say more from the outside than the inside, but this is a cool product from Hyundai. Check it out if you are in the market for a three-row SUV and are thinking about electric or are convinced about electric. This will do. The 2026 Hyundai Ioniq 9 is a fantastic product, and being one of the first to the market is a really smart move from Hyundai.